Welcome to Wicked Suzuki's Reviews, bringing you a southern perspective on books, movies, music, and much, much more. Stick around for a while, you just might hear something wicked.
Hi everyone, been a long time. It's July 23rd, 2025, and I finally dropped a few reviews for everyone. Let's go over to screen share, shall we? Right. So, as always, you can find me at Sam Toll. You can find 6-word stories, you can find sonnets, micro poetry, you can find diagrams and cheat sheets on my Twitter X at Sam Toll. Flat Earth Library, it's just a coincidence. It's a great island, from what Brock says. So, there you go, everybody. Get off X now. I like this game called Heroes Wars. I've gotten pretty high up into it. It's the only money that I blow online, so unless I need an actual product. So, on to the reviews, and if you're new here, please check out other reviews, or you can check out my playlists, which are actual readings of 22 reads that I started for my mother and father because my mother was going blind, and my father couldn't really focus on reading anymore either, so, due to his memory. So, and he's passed now, but she's still with us, and I'm going to continue reading when I am able to get back into the swing of a schedule because I started working as a gas station clerk. Wow, I never thought that movie had more relevance to my life than it does now, but it does. So, anyhow, getting on to my reviews that I just dropped last night. I reviewed Death of a Nation, Dinesh D'Souza, and it was in audiobook format because that's the only time that I actually have to run around and multitask with this gas station job is listening while I'm restocking beer, okay? It's not the most glamorous job, but hey, I'm making some money right now. Anyhow, Dinesh D'Souza, Death of a Nation, Plantation Politics and the Making of the Democrat Party 2018 format audiobook. Time started. I had to start this 4 freaking times. Can't tell you how many times I tried to start on this and concentrate in just the topic alone. It put me off. I didn't want to really fucking learn about this. I'm sorry for the cursing, but that's just how fucking frustrated I am. I finally finished this audiobook on July 15th, 2025. So that was about a week and a half ago at this recording date. And the academic out of this was a 10 out of 10. His citations, check out. Entertainment, though, 5 out of 10. Like I said, the whole topic of slavery and everything, it's no entertainment value. The documentary, though, it kind of made up for that, with the visuals and everything. I've seen the documentary, and then I also read the book and listened to the audiobook. So, I'm coming at this from a 3-pronged approach because I was very interested in one topic. And overall, the score was 7 out of 10. So, the book and structure. There are several long, tedious chapters, but unlike the documentary, there are extended explanations on the topic of slavery, the party in power, surprise, the Democrat Party of Andrew Jackson. Much of this is common knowledge to Hicks and Appalachia, but to go to this extent is impressive, for it's all be in the same book. The mystery I've been pursuing for years was the win of the flip from Democrat to Republican in the South. This topic has canoodled my brain for many years. Dinesh linearly laid it all out like a Christmas buffet spread. My only irk is that this explanation was near the end of the book. My take. At this point, I'm very depressed with some of these nonfiction writers. If you listen to the conservative podcast types, you don't get much variation in their books. D'Souza and Victor Davis Hanson are among the few exceptions, bringing you hours of research, which I see as a double-edged sword. I'm a stickler for evidence and written sources, but I hate political bias of any variety. I like civics and history. I think D'Souza goes about life as a curious, naive mind with a stubborn work ethic. His outspokenness against the Obama administration was a catalyst for the assassination of his character by the judgment of public opinion. Don't ever feel bad for making a decision about your own life that upsets other people. You are not responsible for their happiness. You're responsible for your own happiness. Anyone who wants you to live in misery for their own happiness should not be in your life to begin with. Thank you, fuck you quotes, Instagram. Seriously, this guy deserves to be in one of the Lord's angelic choirs. He's so squeaky, you never know he'd inadvertently broken any laws. Plus, all his citations, they check out. And passes the sniff test. Think of the angel from Good Omens, who's constantly flubbing needing his buddy Crowley to bail him out of trouble. Dinesh's story is interesting and goes back many years. In college, I was warned off taking him seriously by one of my history professors, whom I had already identified as biased. He called him a Reaganite Republican, like it was a dirty phrase, and I had only asked his opinion because I was reading D'Souza's What's So Great About America, which was in my university library. I was shocked because I also checked out the Reagan book he'd written, and I'd only finished a third of it. As a baby historian, I admire Mr. Reagan's character very much. Maybe it's because my mother sat me in front of the TV to watch him say this. And it's the tear down this wall speech at the Berlin Wall. Yeah. So that was a sample right there. If you would like to actually watch the rest of it, you could either find it on YouTube or find it in this review. Carrying on, I was 4 years old when he gave this speech. Again, for the kids in the back of the class, I was only 4. Since then, I have paid attention to politics, although admittedly there was a gap between the Obama years when my husband was in the service and I was advised by FRG, the Family Readiness Group, not to watch the news. You can read about some of these exploits in some of my former book reviews from Mother to Monsters essays. All military spouses are advised of this and slowly integrated into a class sequestered from civilians. I was a third-generation military spouse, my mother before me and my father's mother before her, and there were lots of military in their ancestry. Let's just say different branches carry their different problems. Yet I digress from the point I'm trying to make. The point, as I'm saying it, is that humanity itself has made quite a sport of slating their fellow humans, segregating, and killing, while our agenda should be serving our higher power, integrating and reproducing. Government's first duty is to protect the people, not run their lives. Ronald Reagan. It's a spiral that it repeats all throughout history, making it the issue of rebellions and wars. The Hebrews of the Exodus story in the Holy Bible, the serfs of the pre-USSR during the Bolshevik Revolution, the antebellum South, and the Atlantic slave route leading to the Civil War in 1865, and presently percolating 2 situations, possibly 3, match. I took this picture on March 8th, 2019, at the Legacy Museum and Natural Memorial for Peace and Justice. It's a slave woman. And I got her off the boat with a baby. And you see this entire ring of people in bronze just chained. It was an absolutely horrifying memorial that these people put together. I didn't even have any of that lineage. My husband does. I will have to follow up on that. As tragic as the picture above is, I can assure you it's still happening. Please refer to the footnote here. It's a report from Alabama.com. Children drugged, bound, and horrifically sexually abused for money in underground Bibb County bunker. That happened just a couple of days ago. It's happening here in Alabama, everybody. Probably going on within your own county. This, I surmise, is the reasoning for the immediate deportation of illegal aliens, which Donald Trump is attempting to keep a campaign promise to his supporters. He's trying to stop this from happening to us, the Americans. I just think it's time for the legacy media to pull their heads out of their collective asses and realize that's where we're headed if several important issues aren't taken care of pronto. Starting with deportations, but only if they happen. The minutiae problems will eventually disappear, such as the overworked SNAP, weak assistance, Medicaid, freeing up jail space, and housing issues. My hot take, quite frankly, all human traffickers and kitty diddlers, as well as the people who enabled and embedded them, should be lined up against a wall with one round to see what type of interesting splatter art they would make by their own hands, or see a lifetime of forced labor in a quarry until their demise. No third option or appeal given. How can we say slavery is over when it's still going on? A little oxymoronic, don't you think? When a woman says, when you get a chance, what she really means is, get off your ass and do it now. This was Wicked Shizuku's review. Hope you enjoyed. Love you all.
Cotton fields whisper tales of old, under the shadow of a moss draped oak. Johnny Red's footsteps, growing cold, far from fire, cannon smoke. Worn out boots on haunted ground, trudging through the dusky mire, by candlelight, no victory found. Prayers unanswered in the wire, in the heart of Alabama, ghosts walking slow. Confederate soldier, nowhere to go. Battles fought and lost in the blood red glow, in the heart of Alabama, whispers of woe. Magnolias weep in the midnight hour, gray coats drenched in heavy sorrow. Yesteryear's battles, fields devoured, promises of tomorrow, nobody to borrow. Worn out boots on haunted ground, trudging through the dusky mire, by candlelight, no victory found. Prayers unanswered in the wire, in the heart of Alabama, ghosts walking slow. Confederate soldier, nowhere to go. Battles fought and lost in the blood red glow, in the heart of Alabama, whispers of woe. Magnolias weep in the midnight hour, gray coats drenched in heavy sorrow. Yesteryear's battles, fields devoured, promises of tomorrow, nobody to borrow. Magnolias weep in the midnight hour, gray coats drenched in heavy sorrow. Yesteryear's battles, fields devoured, promises of tomorrow, nobody to borrow. River sings a mourner's tune, iron shackles neath the muddy tide, crimson stains beneath the moon, southern pride swallowed deep inside. In the heart of Alabama, ghosts walking slow. Confederate soldier, nowhere to go. Battles fought and lost, neath the blood red glow. In the heart of Alabama, whispers of woe.